What's going on, Bird Gang? Philly Carnage here, episode 3 of the New Orleans Saints 5-year rebuild. As we remember, we left off once again. We were a little bit of a down year, 11-5 compared to 12-4. I think it was there in year one. But we ended up coming in. We advanced past um the wild card, and then we lost to the Giants in the divisional round. Um, so hopefully we'll be able to turn that around this season. Uh, we did have Drew Brees retire, so that's what that is. But we were able to bring in some guys in free agency. Uh, Trying to take a look at it here quick. I know it was all defensively. We brought in uh, Dante Jackson, VANDER, and I want to say we brought in somebody else, but I could be. Oh, we also brought in Crossan, to add to our quarterback room. So here we are, pick 27. We talked about bringing in another receiver to pair with Michael Thomas. Uh, we brought in, those corners there in free agency. So Taiwan Mullen, kind of still out there, but I really like him. Really like him. The mid second rounder is what they're projecting. So I don't think we'd be able to pull him in the second round. And, Braun, he's there, but, it's always good to have linebacker depth. And hell, we could even look at moving somebody that fits, our defensive scheme down to a 4-3 end. So, I mean, screw it. We'll take the best receiver that's available. Not the fastest, but CJ Johnson. Number 19 in true talent. 76 overall. Hidden dev out of East Carolina. 91 speed, 92 acceleration. I mean, hell, being 24th overall at the combine for the position group for speed, I am pretty damn happy with that. So a little bit of draft recap. You guys saw CJ Johnson. Then we brought in Brandon Smith, 73 overall, linebacker out from Penn State. 73 normal dev. At least on the depth chart wise, we needed somebody in that role. Brought Jacob Lacey, 69 normal. We went with Sean Clifford from Penn State as well. So Penn State heavy draft here. Rookie, 90 throw power, so not a bad spot to start for a backup quarterback. Elijah Moore is receiver, 93 speed. Lamonte McDougal to add more depth to our defensive tackle spot, and then Blake Jenkins just to add a little more depth there to the offensive line. So here we are, week 1. Looking at the team, we're an 86 overall, 89 offense, 84 defense. So Derike King is our starter. That's who we want. Clifford is there to back up. We got Kamara as our, superstar X Factor running back. Michael Thomas in that 99 club. He has that upgrade point, but we can't spend it. And we also got CJ Johnson here sitting at a 77 overall hidden dev. Offensive line, still looking solid. Bushman there with that star dev. Defensively, we still got, the same that you guys saw initially. Uh, Still want to keep old CGJ there as the. If I click the right button, I want to keep him there as the free safety. Keep Holland rocking, strong safety, and Harvey Peel can come in occasionally. But might as well get right into it, get into the season, and see how we can fare off against the Carolina Panthers. And we suffer a 24-13 loss, and we get to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, and we get an absolute shutout, 44-0. Absolutely fantastic. Kind of curious to see Derike King. Not the greatest on completion stats, or even pass yards. 187, 3 touchdowns, but he's able to at least make some plays with his legs as well. So who knows? Maybe it was Kamara that balled out. I'm really actually curious to see what happened that game. There's no way in hell we should be blowing people out like that. 21 points in the first quarter. Carolina had 4 turnovers, but Derike King had 3 touchdowns, and Kamara only put up, all right. Oh, so defense showed up. Defense did what, they were supposed to do. That addition to Dante Jackson could have, came in and paid a big part in that win. So here, week 3, we're taking on the 1-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Looks like we play the AFC North this year. And all right, we get another win, 38-20. What I like to see, Derike King, at least his completion percentage went way up, and he's still rocking with that 3 touchdown passes and the 1 rushing. But able to throw the ball for over 300 yards. So we got the 2-1 Cleveland Browns up next. So if we can somehow find a way to sweep the AFC North, it'd be huge, even though it is not, within the same conference. It's always good to build, just even just sweeping another division in general is fantastic. So there we go. We're able to pull out the win, 24-17. So far, it's looking good against the AFC North. Michael Thomas wants the ball more. We can't promise that. As long as we are winning games, that's ultimately all that matters. Get that +5 morale for the entire team, and it should be a winnable game here against the 1-3 Seattle Seahawks. And my thoughts are, since we did lose to Carolina week 1, we don't want to go down 0-2 against them, and it's right before the bye week, so we'll probably hop right into that game. So we won the game in a typical blowout fashion against Seattle, 45-14. And on the screen, Derike King is an absolute sim monster. 26 of 33, 321, and 5 passing touchdowns. He was sacked 2 times, didn't get a rushing touchdown, but the man is balling out. Now that I think about it, we never looked at, the season awards last year. But we do have an opportunity for Derike King to go up to a star dev now. So here we are down in the red zone. We need 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 300 yards with Derike King. So with this, Might as well just, get him that one rushing touchdown, at least for now. That speed is way too much for the Bengals to handle. Come on, there we go. Joe Burrow goes down for the sack on 3rd and out. 8. Shy Tuttle able to get there and force a punt. There we go, Dante Harris. I believe King was in the process of getting hit, able to get that ball out to Dante Harris, and had a very sizable gain there. As we're sitting right at the 30-yard line, we are on the edge of getting into the red zone here in the second quarter. It's more we're just trying to get there, get that damn trade, do what we got to do. So whatever's working, we're gonna pretty much stick with it. As Matt Bushman has been getting open pretty much every play. It's 3 for 16, so yes, his numbers aren't the greatest, but it's working, and he's doing enough to pick up first downs. Should have hit Kamara right away. There we go. Able to still pick up that first down. User playmaker. Now the real question is, do we try to get 3K King his second rushing touchdown if it's available, or do we just stick with the slants as we'll bring CJ Johnson on a drag route? Try to open up that middle a little bit. Michael Thomas is there for an easy slants cheese touchdown. Cam Jordan standing up, little draw play. We're able to hold him to only a gain of 1. So far, Joe Burrow has not been able to pass on us. And unfortunately, Javon Holland dislocated his elbow. He will not be returning to the. So they're going 5 wide. We can get some sort of pressure. It'd be great, but VANDER able to sit in the middle of the field and get one hell of a nice little jump interception. Enrique King, go man, go. All right, 30 yards on that. Well, not even on that, but 30 yards so far. Just running the ball on 2 carries. I want to try out CJ Johnson as we hit the 2-minute warning because I was not paying attention to the clock. It will come in here. CJ Johnson could be open over the top, if not Kamara or Harris. Oh, he was, but we got hit. As long as we don't throw an interception, we're good because, like I said, we are trying to hit that down. 1 more touchdown and more yardage. As we got our lineman out there, Kamara just, tiptoes along the sideline. And we face a 3rd and inches. Do we have a quarterback sneak here? No, but we do have an inside zone. So we'll call Kamara back to us as we're in the tray wide flex. Should be pick up. Able to gain 3. But we haven't done much rushing with him, so his numbers aren't going to be the greatest, but it's enough to keep us moving. See what we got here. Nothing. Kamara catches it and goes out of bounds. So the completion percentage stays up. Yardage doesn't move. You're at the 4-yard line. We're just going to run it. We are going to walk it in and get smacked. But we will get our 3rd touchdown of the day. So now all we need to do is work on hitting that yardage. Can we go? Can we? No, we can't. But we were able to force Joe Burrow throw the ball away at least once, and then they ran it on third. 8. So we were able to burn that timeout. And from there, we just kind of been doing our thing now. Michael Thomas, can you route run him? He can. Able to bring it down to the 17-yard line. And we're in scoring position once again. And opposing defenses are not a fan of us. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. BK King just has a hell of a set of wheels. And he gets off that line tremendously. So could have Bushman here. Let's send Kamara just out in the flat. Bushman, touchdown. Once again. Can we beat him? You just lob it up there. There we go, Michael Thomas. If they're going to press, we are going to eat that up. As Michael Thomas goes for 39 yards. I'd rather see Johnson come across, drag, which he does, and able just to pick up a nice little bit of 2. Might as well just try the same thing again, see if it works. If not, this time, there he's down to the 1. But we go for it a third time. That is the question. And coaching suggestion, they want us to actually run the ball, which I'm with. Sure that we ID the right guy and send it to Kamara. And Kamara's not fast enough to get the edge. So we'll settle for 3. Over star. So we get the 38-0 shutout. And we're sitting at 5-1. We did have a new injury, which, as we all know, it was Javon Holland, who is out for 4 weeks now. Like I said, I was going to jump in against the Panthers, but we had an opportunity for a dev trait for Dereke King, who gets his 4th NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Yeah, his 4th. So if we can somehow figure out a way to pull this one out against the 3-3 Carolina Panthers, who we suffered our only loss to earlier in the year, it would be fantastic. Not only would we go 6-1, but we would avoid being swept by a divisional opponent. And we got a huge win, 44-15. Cam Jordan wants to talk about our bye week. We no longer have old man Drew Brees telling us what to do, but we're sitting 6-1. Let the guys rest. We do have some young talent on the team that could use the extra reps, but it's well deserved here. As like I said, we're sitting 6-1, sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty good in the division, 6-1. The closest to us is Atlanta, who we still have 2 matchups with, and then we also still have the 2 matchups with the Buccaneers still. So as everything's looking right now, we're looking pretty good to win the division. So, kind of looking at the scouting, really looking defensive line, and then we're also looking offensive line. But as you see, computer generated draft class absolutely hates the computer but it's more your defense. Braxton Brazil, first rounder. CJ Rogers, it would not surprise me. He's a yep. I finished the scouting beforehand, but I was gonna say he's at least chip 2, green chip 3. Defensive tackle is one of the biggest positions that we need. I'm really surprised. Look at that right there. Deion Jones, fourth rounder, first round talent. And there's a fifth round, Philip McCord. So the computer really plays a part into the older guys as we look at to see who is up for contracts. Morstead, 36. Not gonna deal with him. But we'll start here at the back end. Tommy Stevens can go. Um, yeah, all these guys, they can all go. I loved Lil Jordan Humphrey, when he was with Texas, but really so far in the NFL, he hasn't been able to do anything. He's 6'4", but he doesn't have the speed. But yeah, like I said, all these guys can go. Shy Tuttle's one of those guys that has been producing pretty well for us. Oh, Jack Rabbit, he's going to be gone. So what are we? What week are we? In 8? We are in week 8. So maybe what I'll do is try to find some sort of trade value for Jack Rabbit to, better us off in draft. But Chauncey Garner is somebody that we definitely want to re-sign. He took it. Eric McCoy, 25. As you saw the draft class, we definitely want to keep him. We got him for the remainder of the rebuild. Yeah. I mean, that's our biggest 2 re-signings. We'll have to look to see about David Onyemata. I'd say finishes double digits TFLs and at least 8 sacks. We'll re-sign him. So we were able to find a trade partner for Jack Rabbit, sending him to the Broncos for their 7th round pick this season and the 6th round pick next season. So here, week 9 against the Buccaneers, have another opportunity for Dereke King to go up a dev trait. This time, it would be to hit superstar. Unfortunately, we just jumped into a game, so we're not going to jump into this one. And we get the victory, 35-10. And, all right. So Dereke King was unable to achieve that dev trait, even with a lopsided victory. So we'll see what happened. Why didn't he get it? Maybe he just didn't get enough yardage. And that's what it was. He had the touchdowns. He was 50 yards short. So we're currently sitting 7-1. And we get to go up against Lamar Jackson. Hopefully, the defense can contain him. And then, once you contain the run, we all know the memes. They got a running back as quarterback. We suffered another injury. Latavius Murray's done for the year. So I'm pretty sure that leaves us with only Alvin Kamara in our backfield, which it does. And the bad thing with Latavius Murray going out, that could end his career. At least with us, it's over. He's done. So looking at running backs, we need a power back. That's what we really should look at. And get to the right thing. And we want a younger guy, John Kelly's there, or we can even stoop down a little lower and you know go a cheaper route. But since the Giants decided they wanted to beat us last year, we'll steal their younger guy off of the practice squad. We're back at 53. So we got Baltimore 5-3, 7-1, and we end up, handling our business 24-17, 8-1, and hopefully we can get our revenge here on the Giants. And we can't do that. So for our second loss on the and absolutely got destroyed 48-17 as we take on the 4-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we get back in the win column 19-13. Not as much of a blowout as I thought, as we are currently the number 1 seed. But as we remember in episode 1, we were the number 1 seed then, and come that final week of the season, because we lost to Philadelphia, we finished with the same record, and they were able to jump us and take over that number 1 seed, so we had to run the gauntlet. Luckily, we were able to run the gauntlet all the way to the Super Bowl, where we ultimately lost by 2 points to the Browns. So we get to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. We, just keep bumping these upgrades. 5-6 Green Bay Packers in limbo, and we put 42 points on, which is absolutely fantastic, as we're sitting at 10-2. We have the opportunity now to finish with the best record that we have had this entire rebuild, as we lost Roy Baker. Nobody cares about. More depth player. The 6-6 Atlanta Falcons, and we get another victory. So keep adding to that win column, as Alvin Kamara is just on the brink of entering that 99 club. And we got the 8-5 Rams. We take on another victory. General manager wants to congratulate us for making the playoffs. So we've got home field through the postseason. I'm pretty sure that's just because we have at least locked up the 2 seed. One more win, and we posted our best record so far. We got the now 6-8 Falcons, so they're on a losing streak. We add to that win, a lot closer what it should have been, as we have a very, very winnable, yet in a Madden sense, losable game against the 49ers. We suffered another injury. Fantastic. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. So now here we are back in free agency. Team Hines? Sure, why not? Bring in Hines. 78. Better than what we had.
You have too many players on your team.
The guy from Giants. But now we have to make a decision. Malik Taylor. See ya. So if we lose, we lose. 13-2 on the year, have a chance to put up a 14 and 13-3. Finish 13-3. Roy Baker's back, but we don't get Kamara back. He has 4 weeks left. That puts him wild card division. So if we make the Super Bowl, Alvin Kamara should be back, as we locked in that number 1 seed, which, as you guys saw initially, we didn't have a game this upcoming week, but we're sitting at the number 1 seed. The Giants are 2, facing the number 7 Lions, the number 3 Bears against the number 6 Vikings, the 4 Cardinals against the 5 Cowboys. So, I mean, we were able to sweep the AFC North, which they get to face off head to head in the wild card matchup. The Ravens and the Steelers, Bills, Raiders, Colts, Chargers, with the Chiefs kicking off that number 1 seed. So we'll advance here and we'll find out. We got Dallas, 11-3. We'll check, see what they got going on with their team. We all know their strength. They're a running team with a lot of good wide receivers. Hopefully somebody good is injured. Tyron Smith, out. So that's at least a plus for us. That, hopefully Cam Jordan can do something. Get pressure on Dak. Who knows? But as normal. Oh, that's right. VANDER is going up against his former team. We will take a look to see what Dallas has. Jump in the moments. We're a 90 overall. Dallas is sitting there at a 87. Curious, did they sign Dak? Did. They got Zeke and Amari as their X Factors. Zach Martin, D-Law, Dak, CD, Lamb as their superstars. I can tell you now, this is one game that I have absolutely no problem hopping in to beat, because Dallas is personally my most hated team. Get the ball here on offense in the red zone, able to put up a touchdown to take the lead, and defense ended up folding there that second drive. Back in the red zone, up 14-7, and we got a turnover. We got 2 minutes to get down the field to hopefully at least end with 3, as we did turn the ball over, but we ended up getting it back with 39 seconds. And we missed a field goal. Fantastic. 21-7. Dallas they're falling. They are falling apart. As long as we don't lose this, we need to stop. Come on. Come on. All right, we got the lead. 24-21. They're going for it. They got it. We got the victory. That is all that matters. 24-21. Dallas is going home. So we're facing off against the Chicago Bears here in the NFC Championship game. Philip Dorsett is there. Oh, I'm sorry. Philip Dorsett is out. I don't know if they still have Allen Robinson. I don't know if they ever re-signed him. Year 1, he would have been a free agency, and it looks like he is. Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, and Allen Robinson are their best 3. And that's all you got right there, too. They're the only superstars, Roquan and Allen Robinson, and then Khalil Mack is the only X Factor. Here we are getting a look at the Superdome, as we're back for second time in this rebuild. Now, luckily, we've been able to make the playoffs every time. First year made it to the Super Bowl, lost. Second year made it to the divisional round and lost. This year we're in the NFC Championship game. Hopefully it doesn't end with a loss. Get the ball back. Defense has been battling both teams as it ends 0-0 the end of the first quarter. The Bears are able to get on the board first. And it's 10-0. We're at least in the red zone, able to cut it down to a 3-point lead. We got a 2-minute drill here. 4th down alert. We got it. We're in the red zone. We can at least tie this ball game up as long as we don't turn the ball over and we take a 14-10 lead. So we're driving back down in the red zone. A touchdown would be huge. And we settled for 3. So 7-point game. 4:32 left to go in the game. Well, defense needs to stop. Able to tie the ball game up, the Bears did. And we got 3:33. We turned the ball over. Need to hold them. What the hell's going on here? Both teams just keep giving the ball up. 43 seconds left. If we hit a 3rd or a 4th, jump in. Luckily, the clock is not running. Curious if I'm going to be dumb here. Should I just run it? There we go. Go, go. All right. Another 3rd down. Clock's running. Why can't I call a timeout? I can't call a timeout. That was dumb. We got 3 seconds left in this game. And we have to bomb this ball. Fantastic. It looks like we're done. We most likely will not come up with a victory. Would have been nice to see them press. But, you know, it comes down to this again because against the Giants, was it? And we threw an interception. That's it. We lost in the divisional. I'm sorry, the NFC Championship game. So we got a battle of the Steelers against the Bears in Super Bowl 57. Taking a look at the Pro Bowl roster, Tariq King comes in at quarterback 2. Kamara was out, so he's still injured technically. Michael Thomas, nowhere. Bushman, tight end 3. Armstead, Pitt, McCoy, Ruiz, and Ramczyk. All our offense is there. Defensively, let's see. Sorry if you heard the dog. He decided he wanted to shake. But yeah, that's it. We had our offensive line and Tariq King. Oh, and Bushman. So we will take a look here at the season-ending stats for us. We were the 15th overall offense and the 1st overall defense. Then we had Tariq King, 38, 37, and 8. Absolutely fantastic. That's what I love to see. Even Clifford got in 1 for 2 and the touchdown. Rushing wise, Alvin Kamara ended up getting over 1,000 yards, over 1,200 to be exact. 6 touchdowns. All right, we had a solid signing there with Sim Rose. Well, can't really go with that just because he was with the Giants, but he was on the practice squad. So who knows? King coming in with another 6 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving wise, Michael Thomas did not break 1,000 yards, but still had 5 touchdowns. CJ Johnson, 8 and 5. Bushman, just under 7 and 12. Dante Harris, 650 and 7. Defensively, VANDER, tackle machine, up over 100. 4 TFLs, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Dante Jackson coming in strong, 3 picks. Marshawn Lattimore actually had a solid year. And Remember what I said for Onyemeta? He had 13 TFLs, only 2 sacks. Not what we need coming from a damn near 30-year-old defensive tackle. Taking a look at the yearly awards here, Patrick Mahomes was your MVP. Derike King coming in there at number 3. We'll look at offensive player, Baker Mayfield, right? Derike King came in at 2. Defensive player of the year, Bobby Wagner. That is a scary linebacker core right there. Micah Parsons and Eric Kendricks. We didn't have anybody for defensive player. Offensive rookie, Sam Howell, the guy that we lost to in the playoffs. CJ Johnson coming in there at number 3. Defensive rookie, one of the linebackers that we thought about possibly taking, at least that I had scouted. Other than that, nobody. Best quarterback went to Baker. Derike King coming there at 3. Running back, Dalvin Cook. And Kamara, even being out, finished 6th. Receiver, I don't even know if we made it. We did not make it. Offensive line, obviously, everybody except for Wes, McCoy, Ramczyk. So our left guard did not make it. One of the best offensive linemen, even though he made the Pro Bowl. Cam Jordan coming in at 7. Linebacker, Bobby Wagner. All right, Marshawn Lattimore getting recognized best defensive back. What about kicker? Will Lutz coming in at number 3. The man, the myth, the legend, Michael Jenkins, finally retires after 14 years. Thank you for your service. So here we are, free agency. We got the floating magical cell phone. Just chilling there in the the front office there. But free agency wise, we got some money, 27.44. Biggest need is a defensive tackle. Look at what we have here for defensive tackles. Gino's old, Onyemeta's now 30. Tim Jernigan up there in age. Tristan Hill could be a factor, 25.77. He'd be our top. Jerry Tillery, who turns into stud through a rebuild. So if you haven't, make sure to check out the playlist and check out the Chargers rebuild. Harrison Phillips. All right. So let's put a little bid here on Tristan Hill. Got Bengals and the Cardinals putting bids on him. Throw in a 3. 95 points. We drafted Bushman. If I just saw that correctly, he's 28. Jesus. He is a old rookie. What did he do? Go for his doctorate? We only had him 2 years. All right. Oh, I mean, that's different to see a rookie that old. But, kind of is what it is. So we'll advance here, see what we got. If anybody decided to sign, and we got both of them. But we'll finish up here looking at the team, and then we will sim ahead to our pick in the draft and kind of go over the draft board a little bit. We're a 90 overall, 93 offense, if it ever loads. But 90 overall, we'll look exactly to see what we are, offense, defensive wise. But offensive line still looking good. Old man Bushman, who I did not realize is 28, is still there. DK King, up to a 75 overall. And a star dev Kamara and Michael Thomas there at the 99 club. And CJ Johnson came out as a star dev. Defensively, everybody's still the same. Nobody's really went up a dev trait at all. VANDER is almost to that 99 club as a superstar. But Tristan Hill, and we re-signed Shy Tuttle. So, the defensive line still needs some work, especially on this interior. So here we are looking at the draft board. Defensive tackle, definitely a need that we need to hit on. Bellamy sitting there. First round talent, Zion Jones, Philip McCord, all guys that will be there as well. And a lot of it's more the depth guys. Right here, David Dixon looks like an absolute solid value pick there. And Leighton could be something. As we also have John Valentine. They're in the 4th round is what he's projected. So I'm thinking if we go defensive tackle, swing back around in the 2nd, maybe 3rd, and pull Sean Valentine, as Carl Smith could be one of those little sleepers as well, where he did not attend the combine. Cornerback is definitely a place of need. Marion Witherspoon, combine looks nice. What about Caleb Jenkins? It would be nice to see that 40-yard dash up a little higher, but could be a solid pick as well. We definitely need to look running back. So Jerry Rogers is there. He would fit that power back scheme that we're looking to do. And Donovan Steckler, 30 reps at the bench press. I want to say it's a 245, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head. Junior boss. Combine looked fairly okay. Him. All right, there you go. Another 30 reps. Beam play. Just kind of looking down here, see what we got for power backs. But I guess it'd be here. Yeah, so we could always look at adding depth to our offensive line. Defensive line, definitely. Come back around, get him. Corner and halfback. But that's going to do it for me here on the screen. Is my Instagram, Twitch, and Facebook. Make sure you swing over to one of those pages. The links are down in the description below, and drop those follows. I post all but daily on Instagram, and they get posted over on the Facebook as well. So definitely be sure to check that out. And while you're at it, if you're new and you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the little bell icon on. That way you're alerted every time I post new content. Don't forget to drop the like and leave the comments, as they both help in the YouTube algorithm to get me noticed a little bit more. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. Billy's out.